What an honor this is to be here at the North Dakota House. Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, members of the House, and all those gathered here today. So many friends. Truly is an honor to stand before you in this chamber where the good work, the good hard work of governing North Dakota happens. Thank you to Majority Leader LaFleur, Assistant Majority Leader Bosch, and Minority Leader Ista, and Assistant Minority Leader Dobrovich for allowing me to address you today. It feels like just the other day that I was probably a 25-year-old young person, standing behind the rail, listening to Ed Schaefer give his State of the State speeches that I helped to write when he was governor of North Dakota. I have to admit, I never expected to have a party of one, two, or any party escort me to the floor of this chamber to give you a speech. So it's a little bit surreal to be here, but I'm super honored nonetheless. And I'm one of you now. I'm a legislator. That's different. Except things in Congress operate much differently than they do here in North Dakota. Only a few bills in Congress ever see the light of a committee hearing. People are shocked that we hear every single bill that comes. They are shocked by that. Even fewer get an actual vote on the floor. And just last week, I gave a speech to the entire House about the reliability challenges that our nation faces in our electric grid, and the House chamber was mostly empty. More of my colleagues watched it on C-SPAN and YouTube than they did live in the chamber of the House. So I like your tradition of showing up for sessions, showing up for floor sessions, and it's nice to have you today as a captive audience for a few minutes. Let me start by thanking each of you for your dedication and leadership. Public service is not easy. The long hours, the tough decisions, and the responsibility you carry on behalf of your constituents. It can be heavy. Yet you leave your families at home to stand up for the people you represent and to build a stronger future for this state. I respect and I deeply appreciate all of your service and your sacrifice. We are truly at a defining moment, not just in North Dakota, but in our country. Our federal government is bloated, it's inefficient, and wasteful. This is nothing we didn't know. As a result, we're going broke. We're $36 trillion in debt. Meanwhile, our adversaries, most notably China, are becoming stronger, more emboldened, and increasingly aggressive. These are not separate problems. They're two sides of the same coin. A weak, irresponsible America creates openings for our adversaries, and they're taking full advantage of that. But we're not standing idly by. With unified leadership in Congress and the White House, we are turning things around. We have renewed energy and urgency behind these efforts to modernize our government, eliminate waste and abuse, and restore fiscal responsibility. Hardworking taxpayers, as you all know, should be respected, not treated as an endless source of funding for reckless policies and billions of dollars in unaccounted for waste. We have the opportunity now and the responsibility to put America on a stronger footing. This means rooting out fraud, like millions of people marked alive to receive Social Security benefits. This means cutting programs that serve no real purpose, like creating a Pakistani version of Sesame Street. And it means redirecting agencies to their core mission, not to expanding their reach. Fixing our fiscal crisis is not just about reducing waste, it's about rebuilding America's foundation. That's what I'm most excited about, and that's where North Dakota truly comes in. Energy dominance, regulatory reform, and pro-growth tax policies, like we've seen right here in North Dakota, those are the keys to unleashing our economy. This, combined with right-sizing the federal government and returning power to the states, will make America strong for generations to come. North Dakota's energy industry is one of our greatest strengths, as you all know. We are a leader in oil, gas, coal, wind, power generation, and emerging technologies. These will shape the future of energy production. Yet recently, Washington has treated American energy like a problem instead of an asset. Quite honestly, this is what drove me into this race, and it drove me to want to serve in Congress. Burdensome regulations have slowed development, driven up costs, created risks, and made us more dependent on foreign sources. That must change. Energy security is national security. It is also the foundation for lowering prices, increasing growth, and developing new technologies. One of the most significant national security challenges of our time is the race for artificial intelligence supremacy. AI requires vast computing power, which means it requires abundant, reliable, and affordable energy. If we want to outpace China and other global competitors, we need energy policy that ensures American innovation is fueled at home. North Dakota should lead these efforts. And if you take away only one thing from me today, I hope it is this. North Dakota should lead the efforts in powering AI. We have more gas in the Bakken than we can use. We're still flaring some gas. Let's turn that gas into electricity. We should power AI computing at sites near the gas source, right in the Bakken, and that will also make more room in our pipelines for additional gas production. This will grow our production, solve our gas challenge, create a new industry, and help America lead in AI. This is a quadruple win. We must do this in North Dakota. I'm leading a working group in the House to focus on the energy needs of AI. Our country has the resources to power this revolution and to export our energy technology to our allies as well. To do that, we must remove barriers to domestic production, expedite permitting processes, and invest in energy technologies like carbon capture and the domestic production of critical minerals that allow us to compete globally. Well, Washington's overreach has strangled our energy sector. It also stifles our entire economy. Farmers and ranchers, small businesses, and manufacturers across North Dakota face unnecessary regulations that drive up costs and slow down growth. Government should exist to serve the people, not the other way around. That's why I'm working to streamline permitting so businesses and infrastructure projects aren't stuck in an endless loop of permitting review. I'm working to eliminate duplicative and outdated regulations that do nothing but drive up costs. And I'm working to hold federal agencies accountable when they push rules that harm industries and communities. For North Dakota to thrive, Washington needs to get out of the way. For decades, Washington's approach to taxes has also been backwards. They punish economic success rather than encouraging it. The more you work, the more you produce, the more you invest, the more Washington wants to take. That is the opposite of what we need right now. Rather than raising taxes, we need to focus on policies that minimize burdens on businesses so they create more jobs and pay higher wages. We need policies that let families keep more of what they earn instead of sending it to Washington to waste. We need policies that make America the best place in the world to invest and grow a business. The Tax Cut and Jobs Act of 2017 delivered historic tax relief for individuals and businesses, boosting job creation, wages, and investment. However, if Congress does not act this year, these tax cuts will expire by the end of 2025, and this would lead to the largest tax increase in American history. Marginal tax rates for individuals would increase. In fact, the average American family will pay $1,700 more in taxes if the TCJA expires. Deductions would shrink, and small businesses would face higher tax burdens, dealing a major blow to entrepreneurship and innovation. The expiration of these tax cuts would hurt middle-class families the most, reducing their ability to save for the future, buy homes, or invest in education. We cannot allow this to happen. I'm committed to working with my colleagues in Congress to extend the TCJA provisions, and this is something that is very intimately baked into the reconciliation process. The simple truth is, Washington does not have a revenue problem, it has a spending problem. And as we've recently become painfully aware of, it also has a transparency and accountability problem. The solution is not taking more money from families and businesses. The solution is reducing waste and increasing growth, expanding the workforce, raising wages, and creating opportunities. This is how we rebuilt North Dakota's foundation, starting way back in those Ed Schaefer days, and this is how we will rebuild America's foundation. And those are the solutions I'm working to enact on your behalf in Washington. North Dakota is proof that fiscal responsibility, pro-business policies, and common sense leadership works. Our state runs efficiently, thanks in large part to you and great governors. Our state budget is balanced. Well, okay, maybe not at this point in the session, but it will be. We invest in our future without mortgaging it. These are the common sense principles we need in Washington, D.C. North Dakotans don't wait for Washington to fix our problems. We lead. We don't rely on government handouts. We build, innovate, and grow. We turn food products into fuel. We don't let uncertainty define us. We embrace opportunity and we move forward. We turn waste products like CO2 into commodities. When other states struggle with out-of-control spending, North Dakota builds a world-class business climate and grows our economy. When Washington gets tangled in bureaucracy, North Dakota cuts red tape and gets things done. North Dakota is powering the nation, literally and figuratively. Our energy industry fuels homes and businesses across America, and our farmers and ranchers feed the world. Our businesses prove that entrepreneurship thrives where government steps aside. We are a state of doers, problem solvers, and leaders. We believe in hard work, personal responsibility, and community. We take care of our own, and we support our neighbors, and we never back down from a challenge. The rest of the country could learn a lot from North Dakota, and actually, they are. North Dakota common sense is in high demand. I hope you've noticed. The Dakotas are home to 2 cabinet secretaries, 2 nominated assistant secretaries, and the Senate Majority Leader. And another thing I've come to appreciate, our Governor, Kelly Armstrong, he could very well have been Speaker of the House if he had so desired. He was respected and adored by everyone, and they loved his North Dakota common sense. As your representative in Congress, I could not be more honored nor more motivated to work my heart out to advance our values and our industries and see that North Dakota people are protected, respected, and prioritized. Because when North Dakota succeeds, America succeeds. I take this responsibility, this honor, very seriously. I will never stop fighting for North Dakota because this isn't just a job for me. North Dakota is my home. You are my family. And I will do everything in my power to make certain that our state and nation remain strong, prosperous, and free. The road ahead is challenging, but I believe in North Dakota. I believe in our people, and I believe the North Dakota way will help Washington also be stronger. And I know that if we seize this opportunity to make strong choices, to restore power to the people and to the states, and to stand together, our state and nation will be stronger than ever and a beacon of hope for the world. Thank you for your time, for your service, and for your commitment to this great state. May God continue to bless North Dakota, and may God continue to bless our beloved United States of America. Thank you all.
Thank you,